Hello Infinite Quest Squad, or hello people full stop. I thought I'd quickly shoot this interview because I met Jamie to the left of me, Jamie, through Instagram, and he just got some remarkable things to share with you guys, with myself. This is actually the first time we're meeting in person. He's a student at the University of Surrey, but I will save my questions and let him introduce himself. So yeah, Jamie, take us away. Tell us maybe your full name, why you decided to...
I'm Jamie, I'm final year now computer science student at Surrey, and then I'm an entrepreneur, YouTuber, Facebook marketer.
You can't just glance over YouTube like that. So tell us how many
100,000 subscribers.
100,000 subscribers, guys. That's insane, yeah?
If you watch any FIFA stuff, be sure to subscribe. It's iHasCarrot. You probably link it or something.
Yes, 100%. 100k. So tell us, how long did it take you for you to build that?
Probably like 3.5, 4 years. Grinding at it.
And what would you say is the one most important thing that got you to achieve that 100k?
Just consistency, I'd say, really.
You hearing that, guys? You hearing that? Consistency. The amount of time I tell you guys this, yeah? You can hear it from a guy who's 100k subscribers on YouTube, right? It's consistency.
I'd say probably the most important thing is just upload every day. Or even if you can upload any more, just upload as many times as you can, because each video, new people, and you just build the momentum pretty much on YouTube. Because, I'd say the worst thing to do is take a break, which is actually what I've done. Because then you have to spend so much time building the momentum back up. But once you're on a roll, you just keep powering through.
Yeah, but you took your break once you hit 100k. So it wasn't he took a break as he was trying to get there. For him, it was he had a goal, which is amazing. Again, and this is what I always say, guys. You gotta have that vision. And for you, it was the 100k, right? Guys, I'm also gonna put a screenshot of this plaque right here. Yeah,
I should have brought it in.
Literally, it's amazing that you're on campus, man. I'm telling you, it's an inspirational story. And actually, obviously you've done your YouTube. What are you now doing? You kind of talked about the stuff. So
now I'm doing Shopify e-commerce. So just marketing ads, getting a product, just putting a brand around it, selling it, and then promoting through Facebook and Instagram adverts.
And guys, this is not even me telling him to start Shopify. This is him actually doing it by himself. And this is why I say so many young people should really get involved in Shopify, because I guess again, he's a YouTuber, so he knows all the back end stuff. Yeah. So why did you decide to get involved in Shopify?
It was
what did you see?
Well, from YouTube, you get the different sponsors for products, and in the e-commerce space, I've known friends who then I've been promoting their stuff through my YouTube, and then I've just become close with those people, and they've sort of got me they've taught me the Facebook ad skills.
Nice.
And then just when you sort of know when you see a good product, and then I just tried out I built my own store. Ran the ads for the first time, and then I wasn't expecting anything. The first 2 days, no sales, but the third day, I got my first sale, and then
it's a magic.
It's a magical.
You're I didn't do anything. So tell us. So you're now doing that. And how long have you been doing Shopify for now?
Shopify probably 2 years, 2.5 years.
Okay, nice.
Probably 2.5 years since I knew my mate and he was teaching me, but I'd say about 2 years on my own.
Okay, cool, bro. All I can say, guys, is if you're not even benefiting from this guy, I am, because I've only been in the Shopify game now for about maybe coming up to. So they go 7 months now. Yeah, 7 months. Because I started when the lockdown happened.
Okay.
So when the lockdown happened, I was because I used to do in person, boot camps.
Yeah.
And obviously boot camps, as soon as the lockdown happened, it just kind of stopped. So my head was I'm a young person, let me pivot online. So yes, I did some online classes.
Yeah.
But I was I need to do other stuff, And I'd learned marketing skills before, and then I saw obviously on YouTube and different groups that people are doing these Shopify stores. So I was let me learn these skill sets, and I kind of do that.
Yeah.
And then when I started in April again, I started my store in mid-March, and then 23rd it happened, and then April, by the half of April 15th, I got my store launched.
Yeah.
And then on the 29th or 28th of April, that's when my first sale, and I was bang.
Yeah.
And I was just game changer, let's go online. And then since then,
it's the first sale's the hardest. And even with YouTube, just anything, at the start it's the hardest, but it gets easier the more you do it and you learn more things through it.
Yeah, 100%. And again, guys, just hear those words again. the first sale is the hardest. Like I encourage you guys to get involved with Shopify, but I know that again, like the reason I'm encouraging you now is because it's going to take you a while, that momentum, to hit your first sale, you know. But once you do it, you've now acquired the skill required to then hit your second sale.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's like, you know, having a rocket launch. Like you need so much energy, so much time invested at the start. But once you do that, especially because, you know, Facebook is quite scalable, we'll kind of go on to that in a moment. You know, you then have this whole huge market to play with, guys, where you can target people to, you know, crazy.
The targeting is crazy.
It's crazy on Facebook. And I did a 6 weeks webinar, free webinar class with the Surrey Business School just a week ago, and it was amazing. And again, I went through the Facebook ads aspect of it and building Shopify stores. So again, if you guys are interested in something like that, shoot me a message the next time the Surrey Business School does one of those. I'll let you know, so we can jump on that as well, because this is the time right now, guys. You know, we don't know if COVID is going to be here maybe like another 1 year or 2 years. So to definitely create another passive income stream online, like you've got your YouTube, obviously you're studying right now, but you might have another job. Like you already told me you're entrepreneurial, right? So tell me some of the other stuff that you've been doing entrepreneurial.
There's like a sort of underground, well, not that underground, but there's like a FIFA coin market. So I was in the
Tell us about that.
So I was in the FIFA coin market. There's like different ways you can generate coins on the game, and FIFA's a huge game because you can buy FIFA points to get packs and players, or you can buy coins. So I was quite big on the whole making FIFA coins, because I had like 30 different PlayStation consoles in my room. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
Yeah.
But I transitioned from YouTube and then I had like a coin sponsor, so I would promote their website.
Nice.
And then I was actually selling coins to the website owner who then I was promoting.
Jeez.
So if I probably had the web skills, I could have done my own website at that time, but I didn't know the skills back then.
Yeah.
And then it transitioned into just Shopify. So I tried a bit of drop shipping, which a lot of people think drop shipping is easy money, and it works, but now online with buying products, I think a lot of it is just...
So just pause before, and again, I don't want to wait your stuff. Just explain to the audience what is dropshipping.
So dropshipping is pretty much you sell a product, but you never hold the inventory. So once a customer buys your product, you then buy it from, most of the case, China, and then send it straight to the consumer. So you never touch the product, and you never actually have to buy any startup stock, because you only buy the stock when someone makes a sale.
So you basically have a store, a list of products there, and again, like your product can come from various places. It could come from Amsterdam, it could come from China, but there's the whole fact that you never hold the stock. As soon as it sells, then again, obviously you receive the cash, and then you can obviously pay for the items come to the customer, but you never have to even touch the product. You know, that's what it's called dropshipping. You take it from here, you drop it there, which is amazing. And yeah, like I said, you know, very low startup cost, because again, all you're really paying for is just your ads, and you don't have to pay for any inventory or any space or any storage or anything like that. So yeah, really cool model.
It's a really good startup, but my thing against it now is if you try and make the highest margin, you're ordering products from China, which will take like 2, 3, even 4 weeks to come. So you get a lot of customer complaints if you're going to do it that way. So it's quite good to just learn the Facebook ad skills and branding and get a bit of cash flow going. But now I always buy inventory first. So a lot of my stores, I work with a friend back home, so he basically does the order fulfillment for me. Does the inventory and the customer service.
So do you guys see that whole process? And again, this is how, like, I always told people, like, don't be afraid to fail, because you're going to learn so much from it. So what he first did was that he got into the whole dropshipping space, not having any inventory, but again, made some like money, and that allowed you now the capital to now, like, okay, how can I improve my business? I.e., you know, how do I decrease the lead time when the products come? Okay, now that I have a bit more capital, let me invest in some inventory, and now he holds it, and then now it's like it makes happier customers, because again, he has the inventory there, and you can just kind of fulfill on demand, you know. So yeah.
Like my current store, like my newest brand, I think the lead time from the purchase to the customer getting is like 3-4 days. So it's pretty quick now.
Nice. Cheers! It's all good stuff, man. And again, like today I just shot a video about value. And again, there's value isn't just, you know, like, I'm offering the most value for the right price. Again, price is never always the objective.
Yeah.
Like especially when like it's a product or the service, like you always want to like to earn even more money. Look to deliver more value. You know, look to improve your product. Look to again, you know, shorten the lead time. You know, like one of the things that even some Shopify stores do is that you know they'll have like you know you can have it for like. You can receive it in 7 days, or you can pay a little extra and receive it in like 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, and that's again like you know like it may not cost you that much, but for customer they see that as value. Like they want their product now. You know, so again, there's so many great ways, and I want you guys to really get into this mindset of understanding what are businesses doing to drive more value, to deliver more value to customers. Because once you can see it happening, then you can start thinking about it. How can I do it for my own business? You know, so yeah, let's trace back into like the Facebook ads. So where did you find your friends who you know did Facebook ads? And
So it's actually a really funny story. So I
always is, man. Always is.
It was like a new FIFA, so I needed some coins to then make my videos from. So I bought coins off a website, and then they just didn't come. It was said like 24-hour delivery, and they didn't come. So I sent an email.
Is it physical coins or
digital?
Okay.
So you use the coins to like buy players and buy packs.
Okay.
So I complained on the emails, and then the person running the customer support, he's actually a really good friend of mine now, he messaged me back and he was like, "Oh, sorry for the delay, we didn't realise you were a YouTuber." And then literally from that one message, I followed him on Twitter, we started talking on Skype, and then he got me into the FIFA coin like selling and that sort of market. And then his best mate, who was the guy who built the coin website, his name's Harry, he was the one who showed me the Facebook ads.
Okay.
But like, just to think back, if those coins came, or if I never complained on the email, I may not have learned the skill set back.
Wow, man. That's epic. Again, this is another important point about life, guys. How like sometimes like when things go wrong, that can actually be a blessing in disguise. Always look to flip that coin. Always look to again see how is the universe like, or how is God like, you know, just positioning things for me. You know, like again, you're completely right to like complain and then like you know keep the chat going, and you never know where it goes. You know, again. It's funny how the way I even met Jamie was I was just you know scouting through like the University of Surrey like you know highest pictures and stream or location, and I just saw his page and then I just checked his actual page and I was like, oh, this guy goes to Surrey, and then I saw his YouTube and I was like, bruh, okay, let's make this happen, you know. And like it's been like what, like 3 months. I probably contacted you sometime in like maybe March or so.
Yeah, it's mid-lockdown.
So yeah, 3 months now we met up because again obviously the university now started up again, so you're now back to do your third year. What was your degree again?
Computer science.
Computer science, nice.
To be fair, a lot of because I wasn't too sure what I was going to do at uni, but I'm in that sort of computer space. Sort of, I don't know, maybe down the line I'll have a tech company or something.
Yeah,
who knows? But a lot of the web modules help with Shopify, so then I can actually go in the Shopify code and do my own little tweaks and stuff.
Nice.
So it does help with the whole entrepreneurship that I'm doing in my degree.
But would you say you need to learn code for Shopify?
No, you can do Shopify with no code at all. Like, to be honest, it's like, say I needed like a personalization box where you type a name in. Like, I could code it myself, but I'll just download an app and it will just be done in 2 seconds.
Yeah, 100%. And again, this is what I say this because, like, I've always told people, especially why you want to get Shopify, because you know, you can even teach a 7-year-old kid and they can probably do it. The beauty about knowing code is like there might be like this like little area that you want to fix, but like you don't want to like bother like downloading an app to slow down the speed of your website. Maybe you can just like hard code it. But otherwise, you don't really need it. But yeah, man, that's cool. And tell us what kind of other things are you excited about in the future?
So I'm uploading back on my YouTube channel this week.
Okay.
So excited to see where YouTube goes, because since I graduated this year, after uni, I think I'm just gonna do a year, just my own entrepreneurship, just see where things can go pretty much. So I want to build my YouTube back up so next year I can do YouTube full time and then have my Facebook ads and stuff going. And then I reckon with the ad space, I want to try and grow my own agency, so then like run ads on behalf of companies and stuff, promoting their products.
Nice. Love it. Love the good things I'm hearing, man. Let's rewind for 1 second, yeah? Because again, I feel like we need to uncover this entrepreneurial aspect. Don't you guys believe so? So where did it start from? You know, what were you doing when you were in primary school or secondary school? When did you feel your first?
To be fair, it's probably when I was in like year 5 and year 6 of primary school.
Okay.
I think because I was really into like maths. I quite like maths now.
Yeah.
But do you remember you do those like net shapes, like 3D shape. You can make like a cube net and it would
Yeah.
like fold up.
Yeah,
And then I remember because we were doing them and we were like colouring in, like personalising them in
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
And then I think I like had one of those and I put like a sharpener in it. And some person in school was like, "Oh, that's real cool. Can I buy it off you?" And then I sold that to him for like £1 or something.
Jeez.
And then I just
That was a
remember
game-changing moment.
in like the mornings before school, I'd make like one of these little cube things and then I'd sell it at school.
Nice.
And then I probably made like a sort of like £10 in year 6. That's big money for like
Yeah,
a 10-year-old or
100%,
however old I'd
100%.
be.
100%. And again, like, just deep that, guys. Like, this is the whole point why I talk about you really want to be able to see how other businesses are delivering value. Because what he just did, like, again, like, it wasn't like it went from like £1 to £10. No, but like there was a value there because like he had this shape, this and then he hit something inside of it, and like for another person that is a value, which is just like, so it was like the other kid was like, yeah, buy that off of you, and it was like, boom, okay, I see where this goes.
Yeah.
Make 1, make 2, make 3.
And then through like secondary school, well, I started my YouTube when I was in year 9, but before that, because then my mum would like make me a packed lunch in the morning, and I remember I'd sell my Cadbury Sun at lunchtime for 50p. But like I did that 5 days a week. That was like £2.50 a week, and then I'd buy myself like some sweets on the Friday or something.
You gotta benefit from the reaps of your goods. That's good, man. Oh gosh, that takes me back to my own day when I used to. So I did Jigga Vertebra.
Oh yeah.
And I had to like one of my things was like volunteering. Like you do a volunteering aspect, and I had to I created a talk shop in my sixth form, and the amount of money I made, like I was carrying stuff from Iceland, like full retail price in school. Probably wasn't legal back then, but again, like it just got me the whole taste of
I just had
like,
friends who'd sold like sweets in school, which is like against the school rules, and they'd like steal all their stock off. But like, well, I guess it's against the school rules, but they should sort of encourage the entrepreneurship side. Like, because you see a kid making like £30 a day selling sweets at school, which is pretty good. It was against the school
maybe even
rules.
make more than the teachers sometimes. Yeah, cool. All right, so we're back in year 5. Okay, let's go a little bit forwards. When was the next time you kind of like touched the entrepreneurial aspect?
Well, I'd always play different video games. So probably like just like the start of secondary school, year 7, year 8, I'd play video games just like for fun. But there's like certain games you could sell your items for like real money. Okay. So imagine, for an example, I don't know if you know RuneScape. Well, it wasn't RuneScape, but it's a game sort of like that. You can sell virtual currency for real money. People would buy that. So I'd just like play games pretty much all week. And then I'd sell my virtual goods for real money. And I think this was the time when I was sort of like building my desk setup. So I remember I sold like a load of, like I pretty much like sold my account on this game, and I got like £50, and then I bought myself like a computer mouse, and then like a few weeks later I sold another account and got a keyboard, and I was getting like a new piece of like my setup each week.
And it's very motivating, isn't it?
Yeah, like when you get when you buy your own thing for yourself, like it's not a gift from someone, because before you earn, you pretty much only get given stuff for your birthday and Christmas. So when you find different ways to just make money here and there and then buy your own thing, it feels really good.
No, it is, and that's again like I can just imagine how you must have been feeling, like the whole dopamine. Like I worked and managed to transfer that into that actual cash, and then I got myself a keyboard which I can physically see. And it's just like a crazy connection of the dots there. So that's pretty epic. Okay, cool. Tell the audience why they should consider entrepreneurship. For somebody who maybe they feel they're not entrepreneurial, maybe give them some insight. What can it add?
I just like the fact that you're your own boss. You don't have to for a normal job, you don't have to get up 9 to 5 and work. You can work when you want, take holiday when you want, and you're just sort of in control. Like sometimes if it goes bad, it's a lot of it could be a lot of stress. But when things are going well, it's your hard work, and it's not as if there's any other sort of dependent factors. It's more just the more work you put in, the more you get out.
And I want to touch upon that because I always stress this to people. And again, one of my quotes is I always say, work hard. Work hard, full stop. Because again, this is the thing, guys. In your corporate job or entrepreneurship, you're going to be working anyway. Fact. But you at least want to know that if I'm working, the reward I'm getting is also going to be in proportion to the work that I'm getting. Which is why it's like, yes, it's great to have like a 9-to-5 job, but just know that that's like capped. Like you can even work 10 times harder, and you're still going to get paid the same. But if you're on entrepreneurship, like you might be that person who's so driven about what you do that as you put more work into it, life just returns it back to you. The universe is like, I'm gonna give you extra because you went midnight oil kind of hard. Some people even push it to like 3, 4 in the morning. So it's a great buzz because then you really get a real good kick of that dopamine because it's just like. When I apply myself, like I really get rewarded for that. So that's cool to see.
Also, another side of it is just I enjoy it. So like YouTube is like a dream job for most people. I think there was a survey for like year 6 kids of what they wanted to be, and like 60% of them was like YouTube or social star. But when you enjoy what you do as work, it doesn't feel like work. Like YouTube doesn't feel like I literally turn on my Xbox, play a bit of FIFA, and then upload it.
Yeah, and I love your commentaries as well that you have on the side as well. It's like gets people engaged, and again, that's another avenue of adding value to someone. Like you're playing the game and you're also giving a commentary. Like normally people can go play the game themselves, but they don't get your funny commentary. So that's why they love it.
And then a lot of my FIFA stuff is giving value anyway, so it's teaching people how to get coins on the game, like how basically not like the actual skill of playing FIFA. It's more how to get more coins on the game to improve your team and that sort of side of it.
We love it, guys. We love it. Cool. All right, last round. We're rounding up questions. So yourself right now, So you're now in your final year of uni. What are some of the kind of things on the horizon you're looking to do?
I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, but I want my final year project to actually be useful.
Okay, I love that.
I want to sort of take it somewhere. I would sort of want it to link with the Shopify ad space, but I'm not really too sure how. But I want the project to actually be useful. And then going on from that, just grinding YouTube, I don't know, 200k maybe. That would probably be the next goal for
Bro,
that.
if you hit 100k, I know you have discussed it today, another 100k. But I want to touch upon that last point as well, because you talked about how you want to make somehow your degree support what you're doing right now. And this is the big one, guys. Again, like I said, for myself, my background was in chemical engineering. I went through because obviously I was good at maths, physics, chemistry, further maths, so it was a logical step for me. But it got to a point where I realised that actually my interest was in business, and after my second year, some of you may know this, some of you may not know this, but I actually dropped out after my second year because I just went full pelt into business, and that's where I'm right now. And it's been an epic journey, and again, it's still a journey, but it's a great phase I'm in right now. I'm grateful for the engineering aspect because there are a lot of transferable skills, but I just knew going any further in that direction wasn't actually adding to my kind of life ambition and goals. And so I just always touch on this point because anything that you're doing, guys, you always want to make sure that, especially while you're young, is that it's adding value, adding experience to whatever it is that you feel you're definitely going to be doing. And you just touched on it so well, because you're doing computer science and you're in the field of Shopify now, you want it to be the case where the skills that you apply or you gain from a degree, you can really apply towards it, especially now with the whole market being very internet, ubiquitous surroundings, that's a very smart play to make, because if you can leverage that aspect, bring it in your business, you launch yourself. Whether it be YouTube, whether it be Shopify, I'm excited for this guy, full stop. So again, man, I thank you so much. We're definitely going to look to have you on another time as well.
For sure.
I can just already feel we get on super well. So I'm excited for all the other stuff that you do. Quickly let them know how they can find you, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever.
So YouTube, I has Carrot, same on Twitter. There's an Instagram account for that, but if you're a Surrey student, I've got a personal Instagram, that's JamieStone99, I think it is.
I'll link it down below.
If you have any questions, just send me a message.
Fantastic.
I'm not scary.
Awesome. Love meeting humble people, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm just so excited for this video to drop. Hope you guys found value in this, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
See ya.